What's going on YouTube? It's Toxin here, and today we're doing things a little bit different. I wanted to do an unboxing of this classic Sierra Games point-and-click adventure. This is King's Quest VI. King's Quest VI is my favorite point-and-click adventure game. It is the sixth installment in a long series of point-and-click adventure games, very popular in the early 90s. This one is a little bit different from the other ones. The graphics are a lot better than the other King's Quest games. This was released in 1992. You've probably played some of the games in this series. If not, there's Space Quest. There's all kinds of quest games where you just basically go around and click on stuff. Much like the Monkey Island or a lot of the other games from Lucas Games. Again, King's Quest VI is my favorite one out of all of them. There's tons of point-and-click adventure games from that time. It is very reminiscent of that era. This game was a DOS game, but they did release a PC version, a CD version, sorry, that had enhanced features like voice-acted audio. What's cool about the King's Quest game is that this box is white, but the boxes were released in different colors. They had a black one, a red one. They had a blue one, so I thought that was cool. I ended up getting a white one, and I wanted to unbox this and show you because it's complete. I have this complete, so I wanted to show you everything that's in the box. So let's go ahead and unbox it. Okay, so here is the CD version. This is not part of the set. I actually put this in the box to keep it with everything else. This is the CD version. I will show you the disc and the manual. Obviously, the CD version is superior to the DOS version. However, the DOS version is a little bit more compatible with emulation because the CD version has a lot of issues, compatibility issues. My favorite thing about King's Quest VI is that there's so many ways to die in this game. The deaths in this game are extremely funny, and they're very fun to look at. Basically, everything kills you. So it's showing you a picture here of a mouse, but it doesn't look anything like a mouse, which is funny. Here's the address for Sierra Games back in the day. So that's the CD version. Let's put that away. Here are the floppy disks. I had a rubber band, but I guess a rubber band broke. There are a ton of discs. I don't have them in order. So let me see. 1, 2, disc 3, disc 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have 9 floppy disks to install a game that's maybe like 7, 8 megabytes. It could be more than 8 megabytes, but I could be wrong. But look how many floppies you needed to install one game. Holy crap. Times have changed, haven't they? Now this is the manual for the game. King's Quest VI had a weird kind of DRM. They didn't have DRM on the game itself, but the way they tried to avoid piracy was by putting a secret language in the game. There's a level in the game where you have to decipher a secret language in order to progress. It's basically code. And the code is actually in this manual. I'll show you when I get to it. This is basically the story of the game. Pretty cool stuff. I used to read this in like a little storybook when I was younger. Just a lot of reading, a lot of text. The game is in chapters. There's different parts to the game, different levels that you go through. This game is really fun, man. There's different ways of playing the game and progressing through the game. There's no linear path you can go to, but it kind of is, but isn't. You can free roam the map. You have a magic map that allows you to teleport to the different aisles. So here is the secret language. You need this for one of the levels to progress. So that's your secret code. There's also a secret map in the game. At the very end of the game, you need this map as well to progress. Basically, at the end of the game, there is a Minotaur, and that's basically this guy right here. You have to defeat him, but in order to find out where to go, you have to follow this map. The labyrinth is filled with different traps, and if you don't know where to go, you will be stuck. Now, back in the day, obviously in the early 90s, there was no YouTube. So there was no way for you to know how to get through this unless you had the manual. So that was another cool feature. Games were very interactive. It wasn't just about installing the game, it was about reading the manual, looking at the books. It was a very fun experience. I love to smell the box and smell the manuals. I used to love to read the back of the box. Nowadays, games are all digital and they suck. Everything is DLC and loot boxes. It's very sad. So that's the manual. And here's some of the paperwork inside the game box. You can get the magazine. Got that. Maximize your game adventure. Online gaming. Here's a look at some of the other games. So you get Space Quest, Police Quest, and King's Quest. Those are some of the other games in the Sierra series. They used to have game books, so you could order the game books and they would tell you how to beat the games. If you're familiar with Metal Jesus Rocks, he used to work for Sierra Games, so that's pretty cool. Here's the manual, Sierra manual. DOS instructions. When I was younger, it was extremely difficult to install games on DOS. It was just really hard. Sometimes I would put the floppy in and it wouldn't work. You had to type in command prompts. I didn't know how to do that. Which is why I think the CD version is better. Big savings. There is Roberta Williams. Her and her husband are the ones that did most of the I think not, if not all of the King's Quest games. This is this character I always thought was really interesting. He's really cool. The artwork in this game was beautiful, by the way, which is why I think King's Quest 6 is my favorite. The earlier games were, the graphics weren't as good, so I think to me this was just absolutely beautiful. It was one of the best looking games on DOS to me at the time anyway. Now you may have heard of Leisure Suit Larry. I wasn't allowed to play this game because this was more for adults, but I used to see the boxes all the time on the shelf. CompUSA was my favorite PC game store. CompUSA used to sell computers and PC games. I used to buy a lot of Sega games on the PC. They used to port their games like Garfield. Garfield was on there. Sonic CD I had on the PC. Sonic Schoolhouse was another one that I got on PC. I bought the House of the Dead PC port as well. They had those 2-for-1 games a lot. You would see games packed up into combination bundles. I also used to buy 3DO games for the PC. I used to have Killing Time and Captain Quasar for the 3DO on the PC because I didn't have a 3DO, obviously. Here's some of the games that they had in there. This is in tip-top shape. So 30 years old and it's still fresh. We're almost done with the box. I guess here's a directory. These are radio stations. This is pretty cool. The following radio stations have received a copy of Girl in the Tower. So the soundtrack for this game, they used to play the song from this game on the radio. You just had to call your local radio station at the time and ask them to play the song and they'd play it for you. I was in New York at the time, so it would be in New York City. It'd be one of these stations, 212-800. Let's see, I live in Florida now. Let me see some of the numbers they would have in Florida. Orlando, 407. That's cool. And the last piece of packaging in the box is just another ad of some of the other games they had on PC. The Sierra Network. So there you go, guys. That is my unboxing of King's Quest VI for the PC, DOS. And I have everything in here. I don't have a lot of games complete that are 30 years old. So I just wanted to show it off because I thought it was really cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little unboxing, a small look into the past. I'm fascinated with this stuff. This is just so freaking cool to me. I mean, I don't have a floppy drive, but you could get these games online. It's not hard to get them anymore. You just have to know where to look. So thanks for watching this unboxing with me. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I like to do all kinds of things like this, not just home arcade stuff. And we'll catch you on the next one. I am looking forward to getting some games from Limited Run Games that I ordered well over a year ago and still haven't arrived yet. Should get those in July, August. Anyway, spread love, not hate. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.